Alright, good day, guys. How you doing? It's Mr. Slayo. So today we're going to Christian religious studies, and we're going to be talking about the fulfillment of God's promise to Abraham. The fulfillment of God's promise to Abraham. Now, what do you mean by fulfillment? Fulfillment, that is, you promise somebody something and you do it. Okay, so let's say mommy promised to get you um pizza, and she finally bring the promise to pass. That is, she goes out and she buys a pizza when coming. That is, she promised you and she has fulfilled a promise. Okay, so and also, the last class we talked about God's promises to Abraham. God's promise, where we sang the song, Abraham's blessings are mine. Abraham's blessings are mine. I am blessed in the morning, I am blessed in the evening. Abraham's blessings are mine. What about you? Abraham's blessings are mine. Abraham's blessings are mine. I am blessed in the morning, I am blessed in the evening. Abraham's blessings are mine. And part of the promises of God to Abraham was that he will make him father of many nations. Will make him father of many nations. Tell me some other one. He will give him the land of Canaan. God will be his God. God will make his wife Sarah to have a son. God will make his wife Sarah to have what? A son. And God said he's going to make Abraham great. He's going to make Abraham what? Great. And another promise of God to Abraham was that he's going to bless those who bless Abraham, and he's also going to curse those who curse Abraham. Now we are going to the promise of Sarah having a son. Sarah having a what? A son. Now, this is it. We are going to the promise, the fulfillment of God's promises. Now it goes like this. God promised Abraham that his wife Sarah is going to have a son. And when Sarah was 90 years old, how many years? 90 years old. When Sarah was 90 years old, God decided to give them the child. Now you're going to watch a video on the narration of the fulfillment of the promise. I just want to use this to remind us of the class we did, of the lesson we learned in the last CRS class, where we learned about the promises of God to Abraham. The promises of God to Abraham. And God promised him a lot of things just because he obeyed. God told him to leave his father's house and his mother's, and he left. And God promised him, gave him a lot of promises, and which is that God said he's going to make him father of many nations. Father of many nations. God also said he's going to be his God. He's going to be what? His God. And God also said he's going to give him the land of Canaan. And another promise was that God said he's going to make Sarah, his wife, to have a son. Sarah, his wife, to have what? A son. And God also said he's going to bless those who bless Abraham and curse those who curse Abraham. So in the video, you watch how God how God fulfilled the promise of giving Sarah and Abraham a son. Okay? Love you. It's Mrs. Liam.